Magandang hapon, Pilipinas! Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja, na bumabati sa lahat ng nakikinig sa DZRH at sa lahat ng nanonood sa RH-TV, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga kasamahang alagad ng sining at kultura sa buong bansa. Pre-Valentine weekend na ngayon at siguradong abala na ang mga may special someone sa pagpaplano ng romantic celebration para sa Araw ng Mga Puso. Kung ako sa inyo, palalampasin ko ang February 14 dahil siguradong puno lahat ang mga restaurants at baka masyadong matraffic. Mabuti pa, maghintay na lang kayo ng February 17 at mag-date na lang kayo sa Aliw Theater para manood ng Love Ko To. Opo, ang tawag po dito ay shameless plug. Kaya lulubusin ko na. Okay, February 17, 18, and 19 sa Aliw Theater, Ballet Manila's Ballet Gala production of Love Ko To. Meron po kaming 3 world premieres ng original Filipino ballets ni na Max Luna III, Augustus Damian III, and Manuel Molina. At ang Philippine premiere ng Morions ni Gerardo Francisco na nagwagi ng tagumpay sa 10 Drum Festival sa Taiwan kamakailan lang. Kaya wag po ninyong palalampasin ito. So tapos na yung aking shameless plug. Pupunta naman tayo sa ating pre-Valentine's episode sa Art2art. And what can be more romantic than being serenaded by a world-class opera tenor? Yan ang dapat ninyong abangan dahil bisita namin sa hapong ito ang premyadong Philippine-born tenor na si Art2art Espiritu.
Si Art2art Espiritu ay isang Filipino-American tenor na nagwagi ng tanyag na George London Award noong 2009. Nakilala siya bilang ang pangalawang Filipino tenor na nakapagtanghal sa sikat na Italian opera house na La Scala sa loob ng halos 80 taon. Isinilang sa Morong Rizal, tumulak papuntang Amerika ang pamilya ni Art2art noong siya ay 14 anyos pa lamang. Nagtapos siya ng kanyang mga kurso sa Bachelor of Arts at sa Master of Music mula sa University of New Orleans, kung saan nag-aral din siya ng voice sa ilalim ni Dr. Raquel Cortina. Tumanggap din siya ng Artist Diploma in Music mula sa Oberlin College Conservatory of Music, kung saan napailalim siya kay Professor Richard Miller. Sa ngayon, patuloy pa rin siyang nagsasanay sa ilalim ni Dr. Robert White Jr. sa New York. Bilang isang tenor, gumanap siya bilang eheyo sa Medea and Corinto Fernando sa Cosifan Tut, Count Almaviva sa The Barber of Seville, Tybalt sa Romeo and Juliet, Ormindo sa Lormindo, Bepi sa Palihiachi, Francis Flute sa A Midsummer Night's Dream, at The Prince sa Cinderella. Nakapagtanghal na rin siya kasama ng ilan sa pinakamahusay na opera company sa Amerika at Europa. Kabilang na ang Pittsburgh Opera, Opera Memphis, Connecticut Opera, Opera Tel Aviv, Opera North, Santa Fe Opera, Opera Theater of St. Louis, Piccolo Teatro di Milano at ang sikat na Academia of Teatro a La Scala. Ilan pa sa kanyang mga natamong gantimpala ay ang La Scala Award sa Belvedere Vocal Competition sa Austria, second place sa Irene Dulles Vocal Competition, second place sa Opera Birmingham Voice Competition, second place sa regional finals ng Metropolitan Opera National Council Audition, at isang special award mula sa The National Opera Association Voice Competition. Isang karangalan ng Art2art ang makasamang premyadong tenor at international guest artist na si Art2art Espiritu.
Magandang hapon, Arthur, and welcome to Art2art.
Magandang hapon din po, and it's nice to be here po.
Ako, it's nice to have you.
Oh.
I understand that you've lived in the United States for over 20 years.
Around there.
So marunong ka pa bang magtagalog?
I will try.
Okay, kasi alam mo
Titingnan
naman,
ko po.
ang mga kababayan natin ay mas komportable sa
Opo.
Tagalog.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were born in the Philippines. Pinanganak ka sa Pilipinas, pero pumunta ka sa Estados Unidos nung teenager ka pa lang.
Opo.
Nung teenager ka pa lang, alam mo na ba na magiging classical singer ka paglaki mo? Kailan ka unang nagkaroon ng experience na gusto mong maging classical singer, na na-discover mo yung interes sa singing o interes o talento sa pagkanta?
Well, nung bata ako, wala po talaga akong interest sa classical music. Gustong-gusto ko lang pong kumanta. Ina-idolize ko po si Rico Puno, Gary Valenciano, yung mga pop artists kasi cool sila. Yung opera, I never heard of opera before.
Okay.
So, wala akong interest sa kanya. Ginagaya ko lahat yung mga sikat na artista dito sa Pilipinas. At, I thought it was the coolest thing. Yung Eat Bulaga, I watched those things. So, I grew up as a regular kid, yung ganun. Nag-ahabol ng tricycle sa Tanay Rizal. Doon ako tapos yun lang, parang without a care lang. Hanggang teenager ako, nag-elementary, tapos nag-high school, first year high school. And then, pumunta na po kami sa Amerika. And then, nung una ko na-discover na, okay, maybe I can do this, na ganon, is high school. Kasi narinig ko po yung choir nila doon sa high school. And what I did was, I joined the choir, and tinanong ko yung kanilang professor, ano po ang kailangan na ng prerequisite para makapag well, just join, sign up. We'd love to have you. So yun, natanas kumbaga yung aking ears sa kagandahan ng mga melodies and harmonies, yung nadala ako dun sa kagandahan ng mga kinakanta nila, yung mga, oh my God, ganito pala yung classical music, and it makes me want to sing more na ganon. So yun, na-interest ako. Ang pinakang una kong classical song is Ave Maria by Schubert. And then yun, pero hindi pa rin po ako interesado na talagang tunguhin yung ganong klaseng profession. Dahil nga sinasabi ng a lot of the Filipino parents, mag-doktor ka na lang or mag-nurse. Walang pera sa ganyan. Walang pera sa arts na ganyan. So forget it, So yun, I just do it for fun. Meron kaming banda sa high school noon. I used to play drums, ganon. I was just doing it for fun.
Pero totoo ba na muntik ka nang pumasok sa US Air Force Academy?
Opo. Kasi kumuha ako ng 4 years, 4 years po na ROTC Air Force. I was very interested in flying. I wanted to be a pilot in navigation systems. Ang pinaka-cool sa akin na yung radar, yung Doppler radar. So, oh my God, that's the coolest thing. You can know, you'll know what the weather's like, and talagang gustong-gusto ko siya. So nagsikap ako rin, nasa ROTC kami sa high school, na naging naging lieutenant colonel pa nga po ako eh. So yun, talagang na-interest ako dun. So kumuha ako ng exam to get into the Air Force Academy. Nakapasok po ako, which is good. Ito po yung mga time ng yung Gulf War. So kinausap po ako ng papa ko at ng mama ko na kung ano yung kanilang opinion politically, and at that time politically, my opinion was, I have to be a soldier. I have to protect my country at that time, and ganun. So I was very interested in the military, and I thought it was very cool. Pero hindi ko siya na yung political views ko versus political views ng as a Filipino American citizen. Parang naghalo siya. So, na-confuse ako. So, kinausap ko ng papa ko, say, ito ba talaga ang gusto mong gawin? So, anyway, long story short, he convinced me not to go.
Okay.
And,
sabi niya, kumanta ka na lang.
Okay, gusto mong mamatay. So, ayun, parang, nakita ko yung war, Gulf War, I didn't think that it was worth going to war. For what? So I just thought about it, and I joined this competition, And it was a statewide sa Louisiana, and I think Overture to the Cultural Season was the name of it. And I sang Ave Maria by Schubert, and one of the judges there was para siya yung music department head ng University of New Orleans. So the whole time I was singing Ave Maria, I was like, I didn't no idea what I'm singing. So I'm just singing Ave Maria, I'm just singing, and she was just smiling the whole time. Anong nangyayari dito sa matandang to? Bakit nakatingin siya sa akin lagi na gano'n? So kanta ako ng kanta, yun, napanalunan ko first place.
First place.
$5,000. No? Oh my God, ano ba ito?
Wow.
Ayos madali yata ang pera to. So,
May pera pala.
Oo nga, yeah, may pera pala dito. Okay, sige. Ayun, kinausap niya ako after the competition, and they awarded me the award na ganun, and she recruited me. She said, how do you
So
feel
nabigyan
about...
ka ng scholarship?
Binigyan niyo po na akong scholarship. 4 years, yun, nag-study ako with the full scholarship kasi sabi ko sa kanya, mahirap po kami. And I don't have the money to go to college. I need, you would need scholarship. And yun, so don't worry about it. I will teach you. Until now, she's still my teacher. About 23, 24 years. Yeah.
Okay, you said Ave Maria of Schubert was your first solo piece.
Yes.
Among all the roles and songs, arias that you have sung, bilang isang international tenor, okay, what are your most memorable roles and why?
Okay. Of all the roles that I've done, I think I've answered this question before with someone when someone asked me casually. Pero I did a role called the role Mao Zedong in Nixon in China by John Adams. It's a very 20th century style opera, but not really. It gave me more depth to what I stand for as an artist. Kasi na-study ko yung life ni Mao Zedong and how his policies were in China, and when Nixon came to China to negotiate all those things in a very historical event in U.S. history and also in world history. Na ganun, talagang naipasok ko yung aking character kay Mao Zedong. Naunawaan ko kung ano yung niya, yung kanyang mga paniniwala. Like, his Marxism. I had to study all of that. I have to really get in depth into the character. And it was very fulfilling for me as an artist dahil I was able to get into a character and able to study that character.
Okay.
And yun, na I enjoyed. It was one of the rarest times that I've enjoyed doing a role dahil it's biographical and it's from a true life, compared to other operas that you would do, where it's yung based on fairy tales.
Napaka non-traditional naman ng yung favorite role.
Hindi naman po favorite role, because that was my memorable role. Pero
okay.
my most favorite role, if you want to ask, is basically Count Almaviva from Barber of Seville, because in Barber of Seville, Rossini is a funny composer, and he makes really, really funny operas. So you get to do roles within the role. You're doing one role, and then you get to play another role, and you get to play one other role, and become funny with it. And I like doing that, So yun.
Okay. Sabi sa intro kanina na ikaw ay second Filipino to sing in La Scala. That's interesting. Sino ba yung first? In a span of what? 8 decades.
Wow.
Sino ba yung first?
Jose Moses Geld, I think that was his name, based on what I've read in on the papers. And Pablo Tariman actually introduced that, and he made that story. But I didn't know. Hindi ko alam kung
But
ano yung...
what was it like singing in La Scala, and how did the opportunity come about?
It was scary.
Are you sure it was scary?
I was very scared because a lot of people sing there, and I was just happy to be there, and I was just glad that I got the opportunity. And I said, oh, okay, God help me.
So how did it come about na inimbitahan ka ng La Scala?
Yes, I was singing in a competition, an international competition of Vienna, Austria, and it's called the Belvedere competition. And I won one of the prizes, one of the top prizes, and they gave me the La Scala Award, where they will give me an opportunity to audition. Just audition lang po. Just to audition in La Scala, the opportunity to audition.
Wow.
So,
Award na pala sa competition ngayon.
Oo nga po.
Ang break na maka-audition.
Oo.
Hindi pa sigurado kung matatanggap.
hindi pa sigurado. So I'm still like, okay, what do I do? So yun, okay, sige, I'll do it. I won the prize, so I might as well do it. And they said they're making Così fan tutte as their opera, and they want to invite me to sing for it because it's a mixture of different artists from Italy, and basically an international cast. Ayun, so I auditioned for it, and I got into the theater, and Mirella Freni was there sitting. Luigi Alva,
Okay.
these well-known opera singers was down there, and I was like,
So nanginig ka na.
nice to meet you. I'm a big fan. You will be fine. You will be fine. What are you going to sing first? And yun, nanginginig ako habang ako sa stage kasi pinamit niya ako dun sa mga sa mga panel kasi they were interested also in putting me through a program called the Academia in La Scala. So gusto nila muna akong ipasok doon sa Young Artist program nila. So I did it for 3 months, 4 months, and then I had to audition again after that, and then they were going to do Così fan tutte, and then so I had to prove myself all over again and say, okay, sige. So I went the hard way. I really went through a really different way because I was a young artist at that time, and I was just wala pa akong professional experience po. So yun, that was my very first European debut.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you po.
Marami pa po tayong pag-uusapan. Kasama ang tanyag na tenor na si Arthur Espiritu. Dito pa rin sa Art2art. Magbabalik po kami pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Programang hatid ay sining at kulturang para sa lahat. Magbabalik ang Art2art. Schedule ng mga inaabangang konsyerto. Update sa mga magagandang panoorin sa mga tanghalan at teatro. Narito na ang Art2art Calendar.
Narito ang ating arts calendar. Sa musika, tampok ang British-born conductor na si James Judd bilang guest conductor ng Philippine Philharmonic Orchestra sa 6th concert series nito na gaganapin sa February 17, Film Live Theater simula alas 8 ng gabi. Guest performer naman ang Finnish violinist at concertmaster ng New Zealand Symphony Orchestra na si Vesa-Matti Leppänen. Para sa karagdagang impormasyon, tumawag sa CCP Marketing Department at 832-1125, Local 1806. Sa teatro, bilang pagdiriwang sa birth centennial ni national artist for theater Wilfredo Maria Guerrero at bilang pagtatapos sa kanilang 36th season, inihahandog ng Dula ang UP, ang isa sa pinakakilalang obra ni Guerrero na pinamagatang The Forsaken House, sa direksyon ni Tony Mabesa. Mapapanood ito simula February 15 alas 7 ng gabi sa Wilfredo Maria Guerrero Theater, Palma Hall ng UP Diliman, Quezon City. Para sa kompletong schedule at karagdagang impormasyon, tumawag sa Dulaang UP at 926-1349. Bilang pagbawakas naman ng kanilang 33rd season, inihahandog ng Tanghalang Ateneo ang premyadong dula na Fireflies, na sinulat ng Japanese playwright na si Suzue Toshiro at isinalin sa Ingles ni David G. Goodman. Patuloy itong mapapanood mula February 15 hanggang 18 at February 22 hanggang February 25, alas 7 ng gabi sa Rizal Mini Theater ng Ateneo de Manila University, Loyola Heights, Quezon City. Ang Fireflies ay tungkol sa 4 na magsing-irog na naghahanap ng mas malalim na koneksyon sa isa't isa sa gitna ng impersonal na pamumuhay sa syudad. Para sa karagdagang impormasyon, tumawag kay Ada Albana at 895-2070 o mag-email sa adpalbana@yahoo.com. Sa sining biswal, gaganapin ang ika-5 Art in the Park sa February 18, alas 2 ng hapon hanggang alas 12 ng hating gabi sa Jaime Velasquez Park, Leviste Corner, Tordesillas Street, Salcedo Village, Makati City. Mahigit na 40 exhibitors ang kalahok sa binansagang Affordable Art Fair, kung saan makakapamili ng mga obrang sining tulad ng paintings, prints, sculptures at photographs sa murang halaga. Ang Art in the Park ay proyekto ng Museum Foundation of the Philippines.
In the season of love, treat yourself to a magical evening of dance and romance in Labkuto with Ballet Manila and prima ballerina Lisa Macuja-Elizalde. Labkuto features a collection of world premiere pieces by Filipino choreographers Manuel Molina, Bam Damian, and Max Luna, and the Philippine premiere of an award-winning choreography by Gerardo Francisco. Share the love with Ballet Manila in Labkuto. Opening February 17, 7:30 p.m. at the Aliw Theater. Labkuto is presented by Manila Broadcasting Company, Aliw Theater, and Bella Roca in partnership with Bank of Singapore and Star City. Tickets are available at Ticket World at 891-9999 or www.ticketworld.com.ph and SM Tickets at 470-2222 or www.smtickets.com. For inquiries, call Ballet Manila at 400-0292 or 525-5967 or email info@balletmanila.com.ph. For the first time in Philippine Ballet, the most captivating and unforgettable live performances of the country's most beloved prima ballerina, Lisa Macuja, are now available on premium quality DVDs. The Lisa Macuja Swan Song Series, a limited edition collector series of her final full-length performances of the world's most beloved classics, beginning with Swan Lake and Romeo and Juliet. Timeless keepsakes that will bring the magic of ballet into your homes and into your hearts forever. Featuring Ballet Manila and the one and only ballerina of the people, Lisa Macuja. The Lisa Macuja Swan Song Series, now available on high-grade DVDs. For sales and inquiries, please contact Ballet Manila at 400-0292 or 525-5967 or email them at info@balletmanila.ph.
Usapang sining at kultura para sa lahat. Kasama ang balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja. Art2art.
Kasama pa rin po natin ang internationally acclaimed tenor na si Art2art Espiritu. Art2art, that was beautiful. Where was that from? Saan yung galing? And, ano yung role na kinakanta mo doon?
Si Fantute, like we mentioned before, and it's an aria when he found out that his Dorabella has just cheated on him, and that's from Mozart. Yeah.
Okay.
Beauty of Mozart.
Okay. So, nag-perform ka sa La Scala, nag-perform ka sa Estados Unidos. When did you first perform in the Philippines?
Phil-Am Live Theater.
Okay. Lahat ata ng mga musicians natin,
nga po,
artists, dumadaan sa Phil-Am Live
because
auditorium.
It's got great acoustics. So it was a very exciting debut for me with Rachel Herodias. And we were having a little duet recital with Najib Ismail, and that was very memorable. That was in August of 2010, I believe, or 9. I don't know. Maybe 2009 or 10. My first performance here in Manila.
Rochelle was a guest din dito sa Art2art. So was Andrew Fernando. Parang ang dami-dami ninyong mga young opera singers na Filipino making it in the international scene.
Definitely.
So what would you consider is your home base at the moment?
Philippines for
The
now.
Philippines for
yes.
now.
Yes.
So it is possible to be based in the Philippines and have an international opera career?
Yes, now that we have airplanes and airports.
Okay.
Pwede tayong lumipad kahit saan-saan po. At, you know, partly because it's family, yung reasons for me to move back and to get my roots back. Kasi I feel like, you know, Filipino ako, maybe I should go back to where I came from and, you know, study my roots and get back to my roots, basically, and re-educate myself, re-implement myself into the community and help out as much as I can.
So meron ka ding Philippine repertoire?
I would love to have Philippine repertoire. Kaya nga po bumabalik ako dito para maaralan ko. Maaral?
Mapag-aralan
Excuse
ko.
my French. Mapag-aralan ko yung mga Tagalog songs, kundimans. Yes, yes. Because I've always been a very good fan of kundimans. I only know probably siguro tatlo lang na kundiman songs. Pero I hope to learn it soon.
Okay. From your experience ba, how do opera singers na of Asian descent fare sa international stage? Meron bang discrimination? Meron bang disadvantage for an Asian singing in a very Western form of art?
It's a very interesting question because na-experience ko na po lahat ng mga circumstances doon. Dahil, you know, casting directors, meron silang mga preferences. Especially now that yung scene ay more Hollywood. And you have to fit the costume. And things like this. They make these decisions based on what they have on the budget and what they prefer, the director. So for example, sa Europe po, most, yung kanilang pinaprefer ay yung gusto ng director. Gusto ng, hindi conductor, pero director po, yung production. So, yung gusto nila ang nasusunod. In the States, mostly it's a joint venture to make a decision if we're gonna go for this person who has a fantastic voice, but she cannot fit the costume. And then we have this really nice, you know, Belle-like looking na she can fit the costume, but she doesn't necessarily have the voice. So, either or. Some companies prefer this, and when you know, you mentioned something about an element of racism. It's still there. Nandun pa rin siya, and I personally experienced it. Pero I realized that I have to go beyond that, and you have to basically battle that issue by trying to be the best you can be as an artist and trying to do the best you can to make a good product out of your voice, out of your acting. Wala na tayong magagawa sa itsura, so what can you do? So, wala na talaga eh. So, yun. I had to try the best I can to try to, you know, you don't want to be upset about it, but you have to go beyond that and try to get the job the best way you can.
Okay, daily regimen for you as an opera singer. Do you work out? How many hours a day do you practice? You know, do you?
I used to work out.
Do you?
When was the last time I worked out?
Do
Oh
you
my God.
drink salabat?
Oh yes. Sometimes it depends on how serious you want your voice to be, how serious you are about your body. Of course, you have to take care of yourself. You have to be healthy, and you have to sleep an enormous amount of time, especially when you're on rehearsals, and especially kung nagpa-perform kayo. So you have to have at least 8 hours of sleep. That's very important for me. It's the sleep. It rejuvenates your body, and it recharges me. Now, when it comes to diet, I have no special diet. I eat anything underneath the fridge or inside the fridge, or you know, whatever I can use. But I have no regiment.
Wala kang parang like resting your voice na hindi ka nagsasalita for one whole day, or you know?
Well, kung meron ako nararamdaman na ailment, pag wala naman, everything is okay. I go through my day like I would go through a day regularly. You know, I would talk to friends and, you know, talk to my mom. Mom, I'm okay, okay. I'm here, I'm alright. Don't worry. Okay, bye. Ganon lang.
Okay.
At you know, if everything is working well, and I just make sure that I have 8 hours at least of sleep. That's basically my regimen.
Okay, well, now that you're, I think, preparing for a really big event coming up sa March,
March.
La Traviata,
Yes.
the role of Alfredo in La Traviata, which, by the way, is my favorite opera
Oh, God.
of all.
Oh, I better do a good job then.
Okay. Rochelle also spoke about it nung nag-guest siya dito sa Art2art. So can you tell us about this very exciting project?
Well, La Traviata, it's a co-production between a Korean company, and it's going to be conducted by Maestro Jae-jun Lee, I think. And Rochelle, it's going to be Rochelle and I's first opera together. And she's going to do Violetta. Andrew's going to be Germont. And it's March 3rd. The Filipino cast will perform March 3rd. The Koreans will be 2nd and 4th of March. You know, La Traviata, I mean, you said that it's your very favorite opera. For me, it's my first, actually. It's my first Alfredo, and I'm very nervous about it. And I've never done Alfredo before. I've covered it, and I've done some parts of it, but not all of it. So I'm very excited about it. And the opera is basically a romantic piece, you know, and a very... it's heartbreaking at the end because, you know...
Pero di ba, may pagka-kontrabidang dating mo dito, di ba?
Yes,
Oo,
yes.
kasi,
Because, you know, like other stupid guys, you know...
ikaw yung magsasampalin mo si Violeta, di ba?
Kasi napagkamalan ko na ganun yung ano siya.
Oo.
Tapos si Violeta man, she's basically the only moral figure in this opera where, you know, and then Alfredo mistakes her for being in love with another person, and then blames her for, you know, and she had tuberculosis at the end of the opera. She has to die, and you know,
dies.
Alfredo realizes that she really is in love with him, and they are in love, and it's a very heartbreaking opera, and it's a true love story, because Alfredo, in a way, just to defend this character, Alfredo. You know, like any other guy.
May redeeming factor naman.
Redeeming factor, like any other guy, Alfredo is a very, you know, passionate person. He's a gentleman. He falls in love with this woman that he doesn't need to fall in love with. You know, he met her in a very questionable place, but he falls in love with her anyway, and regardless of who she is. So I think that's what's most powerful about his character, is that he falls in love with this woman without any regard for her stature, or any regard for where she's been, who she is, you know, with everybody. So I think that's what I love about the role of Alfredo, is getting into the meat of things. Is he's really in love with this woman.
Okay.
But he gets twisted and turned, and then he finds out at the end, oh my God, oh, I'm such a dumb person. Ayun. Yeah,
So it's your first time to do Alfredo?
Yes,
Good
yes.
luck.
Thank you.
Break a leg.
Thank you very much.
Okay, some words of advice to aspiring opera singers.
Well, you really have to be, if you really want this really bad, and if you want to work at it, you really have to work hard at your craft. You have to know what you are doing. You have to take care of your voice. You have to sing for every single auditions there is. You know, whoever is auditioning. You know, if the mall is auditioning, you know, any singers audition. You need to sing and sing and sing and sing and sing, or dance and dance and dance, as much as you can, and practice your craft and work hard at it, and take the necessary. What I gotta say is, mga sakripisyo. Takes the necessary sacrifices to get there, but not so much. but work hard. You know, that's my only advice, is to work hard and to sing for singers, young singers out there, to sing for as many people as they can, and continue learning wherever they are, what stage. And I'm still learning. I'm still not happy with what I'm doing. So, ayun, I still try to study a little bit more just to improve.
Continuous learning experience
Yes.
naman talaga ang pagkanta, ang pagganap sa mga iba't ibang mga parte, iba't
Arts.
ibang characters,
Yeah.
roles. Yes. It's the arts.
It's the art, and it's what makes it the art. It's what makes the art so interesting. Is because you need to have that hunger for more. I need to have that hunger to learn more, and not be content with what you have now, and try to, to add more to what you have and to improve.
And the next
yeah.
performance is always the opportunity to make things better.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, so shameless plugging mga kaibigan, March 3, the only Filipino night ng La Traviata sa Cultural Center of the Philippines with Art2art Espiritu debuting as Alfredo.
Would love to see you there. Please come support your Filipino artists.
Yes. Mabilis na naman nagdaan ng kalahating oras. Of course, nagpapasalamat kami sa iyo, Arthur, sa pagbisita ninyo sa amin dito sa hapong ito. Good luck sa La Traviata next month and keep on making our country proud of you.
Marami pong salamat.
Okay. Mga kaibigan, samahan ninyo kami ulit sa susunod na linggo, alas 3:30 ng hapon, dito lamang sa Art2art. Ito po si Lisa Macuja, nagpupugay sa artistang Pilipino.
Yo tengo